Hello friend, and welcome to the Slowest Sim Driving channel on YouTube, where today we're at Brands Hatch Indy for something a little bit different. We're here with the Amigos Race Team for some classic DTM action. We're here for a 10-minute race with Super Squid on pole alongside Chris Char, and we're away. Super Squid gets a good start. Quinny looks like he's making a move as well, for Super Squid getting absolutely bogged down there, so he got just pounced on. Chris Char takes the lead, he's got Quinny right behind him. Super Squid made it back into third, so he did very well through there. Terminator alongside Braddock there, and yeah, can't you tell these names I'm not used to commentating with. I've been bumped down to 8th, so my race not going great. Maybe that's 7th, but there's the livery I made just for this race. It's not a Racing Rivals livery, but it is a Racing Rivals livery, so there you go. We've got Kaloum there in 6th, Terminator up ahead going sideways and taking an early pit stop. I don't think that was an intended pit stop, so Terminator's gonna have to go through the pits. Oh, that's not good for him. Super Squid battling with Quinny, he's just made it through around the outside, so he's going to be trying to get on after Chris Char in the lead of this race. Right now there's some great sounding cars in this field. All the cars were tuned to a specific specification, so they should all be more or less even. It's going to be all down to the drivers. Super Squid and Chris Char starting to put some daylight between themselves and Quinny in 3rd, Braddock in 4th, Kaloum and myself just dropping away. Can we get a move done here? Looks like we've got a good run. Let's just stay here for a moment, and no, too far back, aren't we? It looks like there could be a move to be made at the front though. Super Squid going purple and sitting firmly in the slipstream of Chris Char, who's in 1st place. All of the track being used there, all of it and a little bit more, as these drivers try to keep up their pace. Super Squid so close to Chris Char. Can he repeat the previous lap, or rather the previous overtake around the outside in T1? It's a brave move if you can do it. It's a disaster if you can't. Chris Char not going defensive, just holding his line, letting Super Squid come to him, and well, Quinny just hanging on there, probably hoping that Chris Char and Super Squid trip each other up. Some amazing looking liveries, some very classic looking cars, and there's another one. Really a lot of effort put into making these cars look the part for the event, and once again all of the track being used. And I think Super Squid might have just fallen into the clutches of Quinny there. Quinny really pushing hard, looking for the way through up the inside. Can he make it? Super Squid's trying to hang in there, and he does just hang in there. But he's got his work cut out for him, because, well, look how close Quinny is. There's absolutely nothing separating 2nd and 3rd. Quinny trying to go up the inside again. Super Squid trying to get that long, faster line, makes it work, covers the inside. Quinny's going to go for a switchback. Can he make it work? No, he can't. Once again, Quinny all over the back of Super Squid, which is just allowing Chris Char to have a breather, pace himself a little bit, if Chris Char is capable of pacing himself. I haven't seen much evidence of that in my races with him. We've got a driver off. It's Braddock, so Braddock has gone for a wander off the track. That promotes Bertie to 6th, myself to 5th, Kaloum there just pulling away in front. But back to this battle, because Quinny is still all over Super Squid, and in fact, say 2nd and 3rd are battling, they're doing pretty well to keep Chris Char in their clutches. Or is Chris Char just saving his tyres? Well, it's not outside the realm of possibility, but lap 6 already, we're almost halfway. Chris Char in 1st and Super Squid out very wide. Quinny practically pushing Super Squid along at this moment to try and catch Chris Char. You can see there how loose the cars are. Super Squid absolutely needs to be giving it plenty if he wants to protect himself from Quinny. Oh, Chris Char out wide. He's had to slow down, I think. Yes, he has. And oh no! Super Squid got on the dirt. Nosed into the barrier, and Super Squid comes to a dead stop. Is Kaloum going to get him? I think he has. Yes, Kaloum's through. Getting through is one thing. Making it stick is another, as Super Squid attempts to switch back on him. Kaloum goes to the inside. Super Squid comes alongside him. Great battle. Great respect for wheel-to-wheel racing. Oh, door-to-door racing there. Super Squid is back through on Kaloum. I don't think Kaloum's going to give it up easily, but I'm not sure he's got the pace he needs. Well, he's down there with me, so he can't have that much pace, although there's a big wibble there at the back of my car, and that's given Kaloum room to breathe again. So Super Squid needs to not make the same mistake he made last time. He's got a long way to go now to catch up with Quinny in second place, and he has done it. Super Squid drops the back end once again, this time a much faster accident, and he's down into 6th. All at sea. Super Squid's given himself a mountain to climb. That's Bertie back up to 5th. It's myself back up to 4th, and Kaloum now in a podium spot. So he'll be pleased about that. That's it's a good day's work so far for Kaloum. Now, is there a wrinkle in Chris Char's plan? Because he's approaching a back marker. He's approaching Elton, whose car doesn't seem to be spec'd quite right, but no, Elton does jump out of the way. So he and Quinny can continue their battle. Looks like another back marker ahead. Oh, it's Elton again. So Elton's had some sort of a terrible lap, and that's allowed Chris Char to once again get on the back of him. Is Elton going to jump out of the way in the same place? He does. Okay, so Elton there showing great sportsmanship, getting out of the way, not getting involved. Great work. Oh, Quinny's got a good run here. We've got a yellow flag up ahead. We've got a car around. Is that going to be Super Squid again? We'll see as we go past. So Quinny can't make a move here. Still didn't see who that was that was around, but I think it was somebody who was near the back of the field. Oh, we had another car off in the background there as well, the green car. That was Bubta that went off, so Bubta now down to 10th and last after that mistake. But no mistakes at the front. Chris Char and Quinny pushing hard. Now it's a 52nd lap, which means this is the penultimate lap. If Quinny's going to get him, it's got to be on this lap coming up. Chris Char hugging the right side of the track there, giving Quinny no way around. Puts the car in the middle of the track here. He's driving a very defensive race now because Chris Char knows that if he gets past, there's going to be no way of getting that position back. Quinny takes a look. Chris Char cuts him off. You're not coming through there, mate. I'll stay somewhere else. And we've got another yellow flag up ahead. Somebody's gone around here. Who is that? That's Terminator in 8th. So he'll stay out of the way. Quinny and Chris Char nose to tail as they approach the final corner, and then it's going to be a big push to the finish. Chris Char goes out wide to defend that position. He's not going to allow Quinny to go around the outside of him, and this looks like Chris Char's race to win. We've got another yellow flag. These cars very, very difficult to handle, but it's Chris Char who crosses the line and takes the checkered flag, followed by Quinny. We've got Kaloum in 3rd. Here he comes, and myself in 4th. I didn't expect it to finish that high. Bertie 5th. Super Squid, where did it all go wrong? Well, I think we all saw the barrier where it went wrong. And Braddock is going to finish 7th. So congratulations Chris Char winning the first race in epic fashion, but he had to work for it. So we move on to race 2. And we're in the order we finished the previous race. So Chris Char is going to lead us away. Looks like a good start for everybody. No penalties applied for false starts. Kaloum looking for a look on the inside of Quinny. He makes it into 2nd place. That's a great move off the line. And in the background, got a car off. That's Terminator in the kitty litter. So that's not a great start for him. But Chris Charr leads from Coloom, then Quinny, then somehow myself. Up to Boy in 5th. I've got Elton. Might be in the right car this time. Braddock, Bertie, Super Squid, and Terminator bring up the rear. I think Super Squid there was looking for a move on Bertie, couldn't find a way through. Bertie in that big Mercedes, which doesn't seem to be the car to be in for this. But I think he's going to try and make it work anyway. He said it looks good. Oh! Super Squid touches the back of Bertie's car. Bertie manages to hold it. But he's lost some time there and a position. We've got to move position up ahead. That was... Let's see. I don't know. I think it was a move that didn't come off. This time we've got a 20-minute race, so the car's going to take more punishment. The brains of the driver's going to take more punishment. And this time there's a lot more for Chris Charr to do, because he's going to have to hold that lead and command this race for longer. So a bigger test for this driver who's dominated the DTMs thus far. Further back, Super Squid trying to move up the order. He's got Elton in his sights. Very clean pass by Super Squid, I think. Has he made it through? He has made it through. Now keep it on the track, that's it. Super Squid there seems to learn from his mistakes in the previous race. And he's on the move. Elsewhere, Coloom and Chris Charr have dropped Quinny. So they're going to be doing their best now to not slow each other down. In fact, oh, Chris Charr's off. Chris Charr took it too wide. And, well, a change of lead. Coloom, the Canadian, slips into the lead. Chris Charr, he's lost a lot of time there. He's fallen back into the clutches of Quinny. This is going to feel like deja vu all over again for Chris Charr, with Quinny harassing him. Can Coloom make enough daylight, though, for a 20-minute race? Well, I mean, he was fast in the first race. Can he be faster in this one? I'm sure he can. Oh, we've got Bertie off at the back. Bertie's been into the sand. So, well, not time to pack it up just yet, but he's a long way back now. Bertie with everything to do. We've got a pack of 3 at the front, then we've got Bertie a long way off at the back, and everyone else sandwiched in between. Elton not giving up on Super Squid, as Super Squid zones in on the back of my car. I'm hoping that Elton's going to keep him busy, give me a chance to get away. Super Squid, of course, had issues with this part of the track in the first race. No issues this time. Sweeps around the outside of my car, and Elton's coming to do the same. Feeling a little bit ganged up on here. We've got Terminator in 7th. Remember, Terminator went off at the first corner, so he's doing brilliantly to pull himself back in. He's going very fast. We've got a car out wide. That's Elton. He was going for a move. And that's 5th place, so that's another place lost for the Grandpa Mobile. Not having quite the same fortune as the first race this time around. And now with Terminator for company, who looks like he's going to just send it, according to that livery. And I think this could be 7th place for me, although we're having a look at Elton. We've got a yellow flag up ahead. Is that for one of the lead cars? That's for Chris Charr. What's happened to Chris Charr? Here we go with a replay. He was up with Coloom. Has he just gone out too wide? He has. He's gone for the Super Squid manoeuvre, and that's bad news for Chris. Back to the action, and we've got Terminator on the attack. He's trying to terminate the Grandpa up the inside. Yeah, made that look easy. Just left him too much room, and Terminator is through. So the Grandpa Mobile going backwards. And I'm sure Elton's going to want to get past as well. Once again, he's already proved that he can. So perhaps it's time for me to go home, have some cookies, get my slippers on. Because Elton is coming. Here he is. Surely on this straight, it's going to be all over for the silver car. Here he comes. In fact, Elton not quite able to get a slipstream there. So he's going to have to wait, pick his moment, and then dispatch the grandpa, as it were. Further back in 8th place, Braddock pushing too hard off onto the grass and around, but he gives us a great look at that ART logo. And where's he going? That's the escape road. You can't go up there. I'm not quite sure if Braddock knew which way he was supposed to be going there, but now he's down in last place with lots and lots to do. So Bertie up to 9th. Great battle here now brewing. Super Squid versus Terminator. These drivers both very, very quick, and I'm sure they can push each other along. Will Terminator want to work with Super Squid, or will he want to get past him? Well, I think he's going to want to get past him. And as we come up to the start-finish line, Terminator's going to be looking for that slipstream, so he can send one up the inside of the first corner. Here we go. They're not quite as close as I thought they were, but they're still pretty close. Terminator will be hoping for a Super Squid self-destruction on this corner. He is out wide, in fact, Super Squid. And that's going to give Terminator a great run. Look at that. Sends it. Is that job done? Or Super Squid just managed to keep his nose in there? No, that's Terminator's job done. Up into 4th place. While watching that move, Bertie took a pit stop, so Bertie going for an early change of tyres. He's going to try and get himself to the end on those tyres. Kaloum now being absolutely harassed by Quinny. As this happens, Super Squid, myself, Elton, Bubtaboy, all in the pits. Swapping hards for softs and softs for hards. So some of these drivers are now going to suddenly get much faster. Kaloum goes into the pits as well, so Quinny takes the lead of the race. And so Kaloum was on softs, he'll be going to the hard tyre now, so he'll be a little bit slower on his second stint. Got to assume that Quinny was on the softs as well. This is going to change the whole complexion of this race. Chris Char also pitting off the softs. So we're now going to have a complete reversal of the first half of this race. We're going to have fast cars being pulled in by who were the slower cars at the start. It's going to get meaty. Quinny comes up behind a lot of traffic. If he's on softs now, surely he's going to have to dive into the pits. Yeah, rather than face all that. So Kaloum has pitted, was in the lead. Is he going to get past that pit exit before Quinny emerges? He's coming up now to the pit entrance. About to put the timing beam. Quinny's got those hard tyres on. He's going to be on the move. Quinny's just leaving the pits. And he's done it by staying out one more lap. Quinny has taken the lead of the race. Good strategy. Perhaps Kaloum got caught in traffic on his outlap. So now Quinny has taken the lead of the race. Kaloum is in second. We've got Chris Char in third. Super Squid has managed to make it up to 4th in the pit stops. Although Terminator's quite a way back. I wonder if he's had some sort of issue. Then we've got a Grandpa in 6th. Bubtaboy 7th. Bertie 8th. Elton and then Braddock. And it looks like Super Squid now closing in on Chris Char. Super Squid of course has changed to soft tyres, so this is his fast stage of the race, and Chris Char looks seemingly defenceless now as Super Squid just puts in faster and faster sectors. Closing in on Chris Char. Can he hold it? Oh, he's out wide. In fact, Chris Char loses the back end. Oh, and Super Squid takes third. Not the way he'll want to have taken it, but I'm sure he'll appreciate being third anyway. That's going to have the door open now for Terminator to start attacking Chris Char as well. So going from softs to hards, well, it's a big task. The car feels completely different. You've got to adjust all your racing line. And Chris Char just needs a few minutes, I think, to settle in. The Terminator is closing in on him. I don't want to get anybody excited, but look behind Terminator. That is a Grandpa on the charge, closing in on Terminator, so no one saw that coming, especially me. That change of tyres doing us the world of good. Terminator's out wide. He's opened the door for us. Is this going to be 5th place? Side by side. And yes, that is 5th place for the Grandpa Mobile. Well, I'm happy with that. Thank you very much. Take that any day. And can we now set off after Chris Char? Which isn't a phrase I'm particularly used to saying. But it does look like Chris really struggling on those tyres. So his lap times are... He was in the 50s before. Last lap was a 52.9. So Chris Char much slower on these tyres. And I think he's about to get munched. So once again, a 52 compared to our 50.3. So, well, it's a good day to be a grandpa, apparently. We're on the attack. Here we go. No, nothing doing there. Chris Char goes defensive. Going to try and get up the inside. No, doesn't leave us any room, as it is right. Oh, he went for a wander across the grass. So Chris Char there couldn't get the car turned in, and that's a grandpa up to 4th. Brilliant. I'll take it. Thank you. Got another scrap brewing a little further back. Terminator has been caught by Bubter. Bubter boy is going to try and send it up the inside. Bertie there is starting to come back in as well. They had pretty rough starts. But Bubter boy makes it through on Terminator. A change of tyres really has changed the way this race is looking. And Terminator out wide there. That's going to compromise his speed. Oh, he's gone. Terminator spears off into the barrier, allowing Bertie through. There's just a few minutes left, just a few more laps. Quinny leads, Kaloum second, but look at Super Squid. He's on an absolute charge and he's approaching Kaloum right now. Looking for a way through. Can't see one just yet, but keep your head, Super Squid. Don't bin it just here. And oh, Kaloum! Oh no! He's been scared off the track. Where's he going to come back out? Surely there's not much traffic behind him. No, so Kaloum's fine. We've got a yellow flag up ahead. Who's that for? Gone back a little bit for a replay, and oh, it's Terminator. Oh, Terminator struggling on these tyres. The Amigos are very talented drivers, but I'm sure we're seeing right now just how difficult these cars are to control on this track at these speeds and on these tyres. But right now, Super Squid making it look easy. He's zeroing in on Quinny, and Quinny has a little bit of traffic ahead. I'm sure that'll jump out of the way for him. There's about 2.5 minutes racing left, so Super Squid can make this work. In fact, he's closer and closer every corner. He's really switched on and dialed in right now. Quinny, of course, starts on the softs, he's gone to hards. The other way around for Super Squid, so Super Squid has a big tyre advantage. Quinny don't want to let him through. Oh no! Quinny, I'm sure that was a complete accident. It was, look. Both drivers there pull over and allow Super Squid to come through by way of apology. Quinny, has he put himself under pressure? He has. He's going to put himself under pressure from Kaloum now. Got the back marker there. Elton jumping out of everybody's way. Really jumping out of everybody's way. So the new race leader is Super Squid. We've got 2 laps to go. Super Squid, of course, is gone. He's off up the field. There's not much that can happen now unless Super Squid drops it a couple of times. But second and third is definitely up for grabs. Quinny and Kaloum. I think Kaloum could catch him because he's really on it right now. Here we go, look. Quinny looks like he's a little bit unsteady on those tyres. And here comes Kaloum in third. He's going to have 1 lap and it's going to have to count. He's going to have to really count. He's going to have to push like crazy. At the moment, Quinny getting a slipstream from the back marker ahead. That's going to help him. Not very often I think you can call Terminator a back marker, but there he is. And we've started the final lap, surely. Unless Super Squid's so fast he has to do an extra lap all on his own. That'll probably annoy him. The Terminator not making it easy for his fellow amigo. But Quinny, I think, is through. No, Terminator's not allowing it. Well, some shenanigans going on here. And we do like shenanigans on this channel. Super Squid, however, I owe it to him to watch him across the line, because he's about to take the win here at the Brands Hatch Indy circuit after a fantastic drive. Fully deserved win. Quinny and Kaloum nose to tail as they approach the finish line. Kaloum trying to get alongside him. Quinny getting a slipstream from Terminator, and it's Quinny, then Kaloum, then myself in fourth, which I'm really pleased with against these guys because they are a phenomenal bunch. We've got Bub to Boy, he managed to fight his way back up to fifth. Chris Char, who was very unlucky in that race. We've got Bertie in seventh, then Braddock, Terminator, and Elton. Congratulations to, where is he? To this man, to Super Squid. So this was a one-off. I hope that we get to do this again with the Amigos because it was a great event. I want to thank them for putting it on and for inviting me along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed the racing, and I hope you'll come back again in the future for more racing. And until then, bye bye for now.